Now, a group of landowners have begun a judicial review in the High Court to challenge the government's attempt to reform the freehold and leasehold system. A group of wealthy landowners and two charities who own thousands of properties argue legislation introduced by the last Conservative government contravenes their human rights. But leaseholder campaigners say it's a delay tactic. Our work and money correspondent Megan Owen reports.
The leasehold reforms announced last year were seen as a real milestone for those living in London's 1.3 million leasehold properties. They'll make it easier for them to extend a lease, which is their right to live in a dwelling, to buy a freehold, and overall it will make it cheaper for leaseholders. But today in the High Court, several of the country's wealthiest landowners and two charities are challenging three parts of the reform, saying it will infringe upon their human rights and they'll suffer huge financial losses. All of the changes that they're challenging relate to the lease extension and who is paying or gets paid what. The landowners include the Cadogan Group, a family-owned company which has owned land in London for the last 300 years, another group owned by the Duke of Westminster, and two charities including the John Lyons charity in London. Some of their income comes from land they've historically owned, including this area in St John's Wood, which houses some of London's most expensive properties. But they say under the proposed laws, rich leaseholders living here will benefit, and 5 minutes down the road, charitable projects like this after-school club will be put at risk.
The government was supposed to narrowly tailor the way in which they redistributed wealth to help those who were needy. Nobody opposes that. What we do oppose is giving billionaires a windfall at the expense of children from the boroughs around here.
On the other hand, leasehold campaigners are really frustrated that their voice won't be heard in court today, and they see this as a delay tactic.
It's vitally important that the freeholders are defeated at the judicial review, and that nearly 5 million leasehold households in this country escape these onerous charges, which are historic in origin but relatively recent in the way they've been refined.
The hearing starts today and ends on Friday, and the government say they can't comment further on ongoing litigation. Megan Owen, BBC London at the High Court.